Mulching a vegetable garden is not something to be taken lightly. You need to follow a few rules to make it as effective as possible. Otherwise, the opposite will happen. My straw hat probably looks a bit ridiculous to you, but it's really useful when it's sunny and hot. It helps protect my head. If it were a little less hot, I would stay slightly without a hat. And if it were a little cooler, of course, I would wear a woolen hat or a balaclava. It's exactly the same for the soil, for your land. If it's hot, you mulch. If it's not hot, you don't mulch. So the first rule is to check the soil temperature. You could maybe put your hand inside, and if it feels warm, it means it's warm enough. I really like this kind of thermometer. You insert it about 20 centimeters deep. You check the temperature. Here it reads 20 degrees. 20 degrees is the right temperature. You could start mulching. The temperature is 16, 18 degrees. Below, the soil is too cool. If you mulch, it'll stay cold. Once you have checked the temperature of your soil, you need to weed, of course. So we will remove all the weeds. It is important to remove them because these same unwanted weeds, once mulched, will definitely grow through the mulch. So we weed. It is often said mulching consumes nitrogen, so to decompose it will draw nitrogen, the nutrient present in the soil, to decompose more effectively. This is why it's important to apply organic fertilizer around the base mulched. Mulching a vegetable garden is good, but you still need to find mulch. So in the market you can find linen flakes and hemp flakes which are spread on the ground, but they are still relatively expensive. So something that isn't very expensive is RCW, ramial chipped wood. Basically it's wood chips, branches that have been shredded. So you can do it yourself or you can find it at disposal sites. If you want to do it yourself, you will need to use a shredder to pulverize these branches into wood chips. If you are looking for ramial chipped wood, RCW, that you need, get in touch with landscape pruners. This usually happens in the spring, the period when trees are pruned, or in the fall, and you can stock up on it then as well. Generally speaking, they offer it for free. If you live in the countryside during the harvest season, you can still find straw such as barley straw, which you can chop and wet, then place in your vegetable garden. Mulching can be done under a tunnel or in your vegetable garden, and the rules are the same. If you mulch, make sure not to mulch the leaves. Remove the lower leaves, as there is always a risk of rot, and where there is rot, pests are attracted. Don't hesitate to apply a good thickness of mulch. I recommend at least 4 inches, and you could even go up to 8 inches for some plants. So why a good thickness of mulch? Simply to prevent unwanted weeds from coming through and to have peace of mind during summer. Mulching is very useful when it's hot, sunny, or windy. It will also help you save water. When you water, do so around the perimeter, about 30 centimeters away from the plants, like tomato plants, for example. Additionally, mulching is very beneficial. In the fall, you put on your balaclava when it starts to get cold. And that's the case with artichokes. We mulch during the months of October to November to ensure the roots stay warm and prevent them from freezing. Got it.